Good morning and welcome into the WRMN 10 o'clock news. I'm Dennis Green. Today's headlines include the Tri-Cities Rotary Club joining forces to provide new winter coats for kids in need. ECC will host an annual college night, and the Kane County Health Department will host a 2025 Communicable Disease Conference. Before we get too deep into it, we're going to give out our weather. It's currently 56, sitting here in the Fox River Valley, downtown Elgin, in Studio 14, just off of Douglas. We're going to climb all the way up to a high of 68 today with a low of 44. It's partly cloudy. Tomorrow, the sun's going to come up, but we're going to lose a few degrees with a high of 64. Thursday, same sunshine, but a high of 66. With a low of 44. Friday, the clouds return, but a high of 67 and a low of 49. Monday lottery drawings for October 6th are as follows. Good luck. Midday pick 3 comes in at 680 with a 7 on the end. Midday pick 4, 1079 with a 0. Evening pick 3, 913 with a 2 on that fireball. And evening pick 4, 4668 with a 1 on the back. Midday lucky comes in at 2, 20, 27, 29, 31. Evening lucky 11, 14, 19, 29, 36. The lotto, 2, 10, 26, 28, 46, 47, with that extra shot number being 10. And $1,000,001 coming in at 13, 14, 15, 17, 28, 48. The $1,000,002, 1, 10, 19, 20, 24, 39. Powerball, 28, 29, 32, 66, 67, with a 3 on the end over there. Remember, you have up to 1 year to claim your prize. Good luck. Officials say 1 cat dies, 1 goes missing in an Aurora house fire. A pet cat died and another went missing during a Sunday morning house fire in Aurora, authorities said. Aurora firefighters were called to a home on the 400 block of North Avenue shortly after 11 a.m., October 5th, and found a front porch engulfed in flames with additional smoke and fire coming from the home. According to authorities, the fire had consumed the front porch and spread to the first and second floors, as well as the attic. Due to a combination of fire conditions and access difficulties, officials said a third alarm was called to bring in additional support. The fire was under control in under 25 minutes. Officials say a resident who was home at the time of the fire was able to safely evacuate after discovering the porch in flames. However, 2 cats were reported to be inside. 1 was found dead, and the other was unaccounted for. The home was declared uninhabitable. No damage estimate was immediately available. The cause of the fire remains under investigation. If you've got assessment questions, the Cook County Assessor's Office will host an event Tuesday at Harper College in Palatine to help homeowners, businesses, and other property owners better understand their reassessment notices. The event is set for 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. at the Wojcik Conference Center, room W218 on the Harper campus, 1200 Algonquin Road. Those who attend will have an opportunity to meet one-on-one with the representative of the assessor's office to go over their reassessment, learn whether and how to file an appeal, and have other questions answered. When we come back, Des Plaines officers commended for life-saving actions and bravery. Also, 3 will face attempted murder charges in Elk Grove Village shooting. You're listening to the WRMN 10 o'clock news. I'm Dennis Green. We'll be right back after this.
Hi, I'm Ryan Blaney, a third-generation race car driver, and we dedicate a lot of our time to going as fast as possible. My grandpa Lou is the reason why my dad and I started racing, and I'm really proud to follow in his tracks. But when my grandpa was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, it was a very unexpected bump in the road for us. I've learned a lot on this journey with my grandpa Lou, and the memories of my grandpa will always be with me. It's important to notice if older family members are acting differently, experiencing problems with their memory, or having trouble with routine tasks. Talking about Alzheimer's can be really tough. But if you notice something, have a conversation with your loved one. Encourage them to see a doctor or offer to go with them. Early detection of Alzheimer's can give your family time to explore support services, make a plan for the future, and access available treatments. The Alzheimer's Association provides care, support, and research to help you take control of the situation with your family and manage the disease together. If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together. Visit alz.org/time to talk. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
Hey, listen to this. All I needed was a new starter. Got a great deal on eBay. Did it myself.
Yeah, that's cool. But how about the soft purr of an upgraded exhaust when it fits just right?
For me, it's the little things, like these new windshield wipers from eBay I installed.
From small fixes to big upgrades, eBay has all the parts you need at prices you'll love. Guaranteed to fit every time. eBay. Things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Listen this Sunday afternoon to Handle on the Law.
I know we're at an at-will date, but for making a comment, like, hey, your hair looks good. And then I got a call from HR saying, hey, you know what, you're under investigation. Do I have any recourse?
Were you fired?
No, not yet.
The problem, Eddie, is they can fire you for any reason they want. They literally can wake up in the morning and say, you know what, I'm a little bored this morning. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to fire Eddie for no reason. Yep, he can do that. Yeah, that's California. Yep, welcome.
It's Handle on the Law this Sunday afternoon from 4 to 7 right here on WRMN.
Welcome back to the WRMN 10 o'clock news. Des Plaines officers commended for life-saving actions and bravery. 7 Des Plaines officers on Monday received life-saving awards for their actions during 5 emergencies over the last year. One received a second award for valor. The commendations were presented during the evening city council meeting. 2 additional officers scheduled to receive life-saving awards didn't attend the ceremony. Police Chief David Anderson presented the awards after telling the council and audience about the circumstances that led to each commendation. The first emergency occurred on October 11th, 2024, on the 1500 block of Minor Street. Officer Jennifer Nelson and Michael Kurtobi responded to a call of a stabbing and found a 53-year-old man who was bleeding badly from an arm wound. Kurtobi applied pressure to the wound, and Nelson made a tourniquet, saving the victim's life. Paramedics took the victim to Advocate Lutheran General Hospital in Park Ridge for further treatment. On March 16th, Officer Kevin Connolly used an automated external defibrillator to treat a 68-year-old man having heart attack on the 900 block of South 2nd Avenue. The patient subsequently was taken to Advocate Lutheran General Hospital. On June 21st, officers Alexa Loriano, Derek Showiak, and Sami Haddad rescued a 16-year-old boy who had been stabbed during a fight on the 1100 block of Elmhurst Road. They worked as a team and applied tourniquets before paramedics took him to Advocate Lutheran General. Just 5 days later, on June 26th, Officer Dale Gion used an AED to save a 34-year-old man suffering a heart attack on the 1000 block of Bogart Street. The man was taken to Advocate Lutheran General. Finally, on the 24th, officers Hadid Angelino Diallo and Allison Milwaukee rescued a 25-year-old man from drowning in Lake Opeka. With a rope around his waist, Haddad swam to the victim with a flotation device. The officer pulled the rope, Haddad and the victim, to shore. The man was taken to Advocate Lutheran General. In addition to the life-saving awards that trio received, Haddad received an additional commendation for valor, prompting a standing ovation from the officials at the city dais. Awards for valor are rare in Des Plaines, Anderson said. The officers received plaques detailing their actions and ribbons for their uniforms. 3 will face attempted murder charges in Elk Grove Village shooting. 2 men and a juvenile face attempted first-degree murder charges stemming from a November 2024 shooting in Elk Grove Village, police announced Monday. Jalen Carter, 19, of Des Plaines, Paul A. Rabnak, 19, of Elk Grove Village, and the minor also are charged with aggravated battery with a firearm in connection with the gunfire, according to police. The charges follow a months-long investigation that began in early morning hours of November 10th, when police responded to reports of a shooting in the 500 block of Dogwood Trail. Officers arrived and located a man suffering from a gunshot wound to the head on the neighboring 1200 block of Aspen Lane, police said. The man received first aid at the scene and was taken to Advocate Lutheran General Hospital in Park Ridge for additional treatment. He has since recovered. A complex investigation followed involving numerous court-approved search warrants for social media records, cell phone data, vehicle telemetric data, and DNA samples from suspects, and evidence recovered at the scene, according to police. A handgun police believe was used in the shooting was also recovered during the investigation. Elk Grove Village Police Monday thanked the Northeastern Illinois Regional Crime Laboratory and the Cook County State Attorney's Office for their support and expertise. Police said in an announcement of the charges, "Safety within Elk Grove Village continues to be the result of strong collaboration between the residents, law enforcement, and our regional partners." Rabnak and Carter were held in the Cook County Jail while their cases are pending. Rabnak is scheduled to appear in court October 20th and Carter the next day, both at the county courthouse in Rolling Meadows. Court information about the juvenile was not available, but police said the minor is being detained. When we come back, we're going to talk about the Tri-Cities Rotary Club joining forces to provide new winter coats to kids in need. And of course, ECC will host an annual college night on October 15th. Stick around, you're listening to the WRMN 10 o'clock news. I'm Dennis Green. We'll be right back after this.
Are you dreaming of a getaway? Want to leave the stress of daily life behind? Whether it's a relaxing cruise or an adventurous land escape, planning the perfect vacation doesn't have to be a hassle. At Cruises International, they specialize in vacation destinations, land and sea, making your dreams come true. Located at 1721 Moon Lake Boulevard in Hoffman Estates, Cruises International isn't just about booking travel. They're your personal concierge, trusted travel advisor, and advocate. Your preferences are unique, and they'll take the time to understand exactly what you're looking for. From personalized service to their global network of specialists, they ensure that your vacation is tailor-made just for you. It's time to plan the vacation of a lifetime. Call 800-255-7447. That's 800-255-7447 today and speak to a cruise and vacation expert. Cruises International. It's time to set sail to your dream destination.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move. So I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
There's a price war in the insurance business, and you may be paying too much. Call the Term Lifeline right now and see if you can save 40%. $500,000 plans and up, that's our specialty. Even great smokers' rates. Protect your family today. Call the Term Lifeline right now for a free quote. 866-509-TERM. 866-509-TERM. 866-509-TERM.
Welcome back to the WRMN 10 o'clock news. I'm Dennis Green. Tri-Cities Rotary Club joins forces to provide new winter coats to kids in need. For 14 years, the St. Charles Breakfast Rotary Club has provided winter coats for children of all ages in need. These are new coats, not used, gently used, or donated by others. The coats are purchased from the monetary donations made through the Coats for Kids campaign last year. They delivered a total of 786 coats and jackets. This year, the club, recently renamed the Rotary Club of St. Charles, Geneva, has kicked off the 15th annual Coats for Kids campaign with the goal of giving the outerwear to various local recipient groups, including Lazarus House and Salvation Army in St. Charles, the school districts in Geneva, Batavia, and St. Charles, as well as Kane County Specialty Courts. The campaign runs through December 9th. According to Tassie Brodingham, a longtime Rotary member who heads the project, the idea for the coat drive developed years ago when people noticed many requests for coats on Salvation Army Angels Tree tags. She said, knowing the expense of a winter coat, the idea was hatched. That first year, the campaign raised $3,000 from one fundraising event and donated coats back to the Salvation Army. Over the years, other organizations and groups became recipients of the coat drive. During the pandemic, the St. Charles Breakfast Rotary teamed with Operation Warm, a registered nonprofit that has been providing coats to children throughout the county since 1998. This allowed the club to be more efficient with its purchase and shipping costs, which resulted in being able to purchase more coats. In 2023, the St. Charles organization teamed with the Rotary Club of Batavia, making the drive even stronger. Volunteers from both the Rotary Club of St. Charles, Geneva, and the Rotary Club of Batavia meet to sort, tag, and deliver the coats. This year's goal is 1,000. Bottingham said, "We tag the coats only by size in order to fill the requests made by our recipient groups. No one on the Rotary sees any names of those children who will receive the coats." Donations are being accepted by checks made payable to St. Charles Breakfast Rotary Foundation to P.O. Box 927, St. Charles, Illinois, 60174. Or through the Operation Warms website. While a donation made by credit card to Operation Warm shows a fee, should the donor accept to add that fee, the fee comes back to the Rotary, she explained. A receipt is automatically generated within minutes. For details on donation opportunities for this program, email Bonningham at flower160921 or Sue Peterson at SUEPETE407 at gmail.com. ECC will host an annual college night on October 15th. Of course, Elgin Community College will host more than 145 colleges and universities during this annual college night on Wednesday, October 15th. The free event will run from 6 to 8 p.m. in Building J Event Center at the 1700 Spartan Drive. It is open to all current college students, high school students, and prospective students along with their families. Attendees can connect directly with representatives from a wide range of in-state and out-of-state colleges and universities to learn more about transfer options, admission requirements, academic programs, scholarships, and campus life. For more information and to see a list of participating institutions, visit elgin.edu/college night. Again, that's elgin.edu/college night for that ECC hosting the annual college night October 15th. When we come back, we've got plenty more news to come, including an Elmhurst native among Nobel winners for key immune system discoveries, and Colin Gilbert is confirmed as the new Arlington Heights trustee. You're listening to the WRMN 10 o'clock news. Head on over to WRMN1410.com to find more information about this show and other shows presented here in the Fox River Valley on WRMN. Thanks for listening. Be sure to follow us on the social medias that you can find and participate in. Find us at WRMN Radio on YouTube, and find us after this bottom of the hour news. It's currently 57 degrees here in the Fox River Valley as we march up to the high today in a mostly cloudy day of 68 degrees. I'm Dennis Green. This is the WRMN 10 o'clock news. We'll be right back after this.
I'm Trey Westerberg on 1410 WRMN Elgin, proudly serving the Fox River Valley. This update brought to you by Centos. An ice rink is coming to Naperville's Block 59 Dining and Entertainment Complex this holiday season and will be open from November 20th to January 18th. The Chicago Tribune reports the rink will be built on top of the 7,200 square foot green space located between the Yard House and Cheesecake Factory restaurants. President Donald Trump is planning a significant aid package to U.S. soybean farmers to help them survive China's boycott of American beans in response to his trade war, even as the president says he is still seeking a soybean deal with Beijing. Farmers are worried that time is quickly running out to reach a deal in time to sell any of this year's crop to their biggest customer. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent said on Thursday that the public could expect news of substantial support for farmers, especially the soybean farmers, as soon as Tuesday. Details of the aid package are unknown, but it would come as the world's two largest economies have been unable to reach a trade deal and China has halted purchases of U.S. beans. A food truck caught fire Sunday morning on westbound I-90 near Hoffman Estates, forcing authorities to close the interstate's lanes for more than an hour. Officials say state troopers responding at 9:40 a.m. to a report of a vehicle fire located the truck fully engulfed in flames on the right shoulder of the interstate near Roselle Road. All lanes were closed while fire crews extinguished the blaze. The Daily Herald reports after the fire was put out, the vehicle was towed from the roadway and all lanes were reopened by 11:04 a.m. Authorities did not provide any information on injuries or whether citations were issued. There was a large fire in west suburban Aurora Sunday afternoon. The fire broke out in the 400 block of North Avenue. ABC 7 reports heavy damage could be seen on the front of the home from the fire. It was not immediately known if anyone was hurt. I'm Trey Westerberg on 1410 WRMN Elgin, proudly serving the Fox River Valley.
Progressive has great customer service, and it's easy to reach us because great and easy is the way to be. Like salads, great for you, and so easy you can put any group of veggies in a bowl and it's a salad. A full carrot with a head of cabbage, weird, but still a salad. One radish and a couple of green beans, also a salad. 14 blueberries, half an onion, and a sunchoke? Odd, yes, but an odd salad. So contact Progressive's customer service by phone, app, or online. It's great and easy, just like salad. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
What was that? That is business phone bliss with the Ooma Cloud Phone System. It handles all our voice, video, and messaging needs.
You sound very
calm. I am. Ooma has everything I need to handle the busy holiday season, like virtual receptionist, call routing, and video conferencing. And it starts at just $19.95 per month per user, plus taxes and fees.
Ooma.
Nice. Find your business comm at ooma.com/radio.
For nearly 50 years, the DuPage Senior Citizens Council and Kane Senior Council have been dedicated to serving seniors in DuPage and Kane counties. Established in 1975, the DuPage Senior Citizens Council is a volunteer-driven 501c3 non-for-profit organization committed to helping older adults live with dignity. From providing nutritious meals to offering support services, the Kane Senior Council is there every step of the way. With programs designed to enhance independence and quality of life, they're proud to make a difference in the lives of their senior neighbors. To learn more or to volunteer, visit them at 418B Airport Road in Elgin or head to their website at caneseniorcouncil.org. Give them a call at 630-338-0999. That's 630-338-0999. That's the Kane Senior Council, caring for seniors because they deserve to live with dignity and respect. Visit caneseniorcouncil.org or call 630-338-0999 today.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast. Today, partly sunny with a high near 66. Temperatures falling to around 63 in the afternoon. Tonight, mostly clear with a low around 44. Tomorrow, sunny with a high near 63. Temperatures falling to around 60 in the afternoon. Currently, it is 57 and overcast. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm, and Chuck McDowell, definitely not an attorney. This is Chuck. Do you feel stupid for buying a timeshare? Don't. It's not your fault. You were most likely told you could rent it, and it was a great financial investment. And the deal was available today only. If this happened to you, contact your resort or Wesley Financial Group for help today.
Call Wesley now for your free exit information kit. 800-791-1313. 800-791-1313.
Welcome back to the WRMN 10 o'clock news. I'm Dennis Green. Be sure to watch us over there on YouTube, youtube.com. You can like, subscribe, hit the alert bell. It's good to see you over there. youtube.com, WRMN Radio. This comes right out of Stockholm. Elmhurst native among the Nobel winners for key immune system discoveries. Suburban native is among 3 scientists who won the Nobel Prize in Medicine Monday for discoveries about how the immune system knows to attack germs and not our own bodies. Fred Ramsdell, originally from Elmhurst, with Mary E. Brunkow and Dr. Shimon Sakaguchi, uncovered a key pathway the body uses to keep the immune system in check called peripheral immune tolerance. Experts called the findings critical to understanding autoimmune diseases such as type 1 diabetes, rheumatoid arthritis, and lupus. In separate projects over several years, the trio of scientists, 2 in the U.S. and 1 in Japan, identified the importance of what are now called regulatory T cells. Scientists are currently using those findings in a variety of ways to discover better treatments for autoimmune diseases, to improve organ transplant success, and to enhance the body's own fight against cancer, among others. Ole Kappe, chair of the Nobel Committee, said their discoveries have been decisive for our understanding of how the immune system functions and why we do not all develop serious autoimmune diseases. Ramsdell, 64, is a scientific advisor for San Francisco-based Sonoma Biothermapeutics. He is, quote, is one of the most humble people you'll ever meet, says Jeff Bluestone, CEO of Sonoma Biotherapeutics, told AP. It's going to be great for us to toot his horn for him. Ramsdell couldn't be reached immediately by the AP or his employer, who thought he might be away on a backpacking trip. Brunkow, 64, is now a senior program manager at the Institute for Systems Biology in Seattle, and Sakaguchi, 74, is a distinguished professor at the Immunology Frontier Research Center at Osaka University in Japan. The trio will share the prize money, nearly $1.2 million. The award, officially known as the Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine, is the first of the 2025 Nobel Prize announcements and was announced by a panel at the Karolinska Institute in Stockholm. The Physics Prize will be announced today, Chemistry on Wednesday, and Literature on Thursday. The Nobel Peace Prize will be announced Friday, and the Nobel Memorial Prize in Economics October 13th. The immune system has overlapping ways to detect and fight bacteria, viruses, and other intruders, but sometimes certain immune cells run amok, mistakenly attack people's own cells and tissues to cause autoimmune diseases. Scientists once thought the body regulated this system only in a centralized fashion. Key immune soldiers, such as T cells, get trained to spot bad actors, and those that go awry in a way that might trigger autoimmunity get eliminated by the thymus. The Nobel winners unraveled in additional way the body keeps the system in check if immune cells later get confused and mistake human cells for intruders, which is what happens when a person has an autoimmune disease. Sakaguchi said he was curious about the mechanisms of immune response that is supposed to protect oneself, but also reacts to and attacks itself. His experiments in mice showed that the thymus pathway couldn't be the only explanation. In 1995, he discovered a previously unknown T cell subtype, the regulatory T cells, that also could tamp down overactive immune cells like a biological security guard. Then, in 2001, Brunkow and Ramsdell were working together at a biotech company investigating mice with an autoimmune disease. The painstaking work at the time, when mapping genes was still an evolving field, they figured out that a particular mutation in a gene called FOXP3 was to blame, and quickly realized it could be a major player in human health too. Brunkow told AP from a DNA level, it was a really small alteration that caused this massive change to how the immune system works. Back in Japan, Sakaguchi noticed, quote, it was getting a lot of attention as one gene that can explain multiple autoimmune diseases, but still why the gene causes the diseases was a mystery. 2 years later, Sakaguchi linked the discoveries to show the FOXP3 gene controls the development of the regulatory T cells, so they're able to curb other overreactive cells. The work opened a new field of immunology, said Karolinska Institute rheumatology professor Mary Warhan Hrunelis. Until the trio's research was published, immunologists didn't understand the complexity of how the body differentiates foreign cells from its own, said Dr. Jonathan Schneck, a cellular immunology expert at Johns Hopkins University. The American Association of Immunologists said the winner's work, quote, has fundamentally reshaped our understanding of immune balance. When we come back, we're going to congratulate Colin Gilbert as confirmed with the new Arlington Heights trustee. And we've got some more focus here on the suburbs. There was an Aurora prostitution sting, and there are free senior health affairs going on here in the area. Don't forget, you can also join a committee in St. Charles. The residents are invited to apply for several open seats. You're listening to the WRMN 10 o'clock news. I'm Dennis Green.
Get ready for Around the House every Saturday night from 5 to 7 p.m. on WRMN AM 1410. If you're a homeowner or contractor looking to tackle those projects that feel a bit too big, this is the show for you. Join Eric along with his knowledgeable guests as they dive deep into everything from DIY renovations to creating a healthy home environment. We'll provide you with the tools and tips you need to complete your projects with confidence and ease. But it's not all work and no play. We believe in having fun. Our passion for home improvement shines through as we help you save time, money, and reduce the stress of DIY. So whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out, don't miss Around the House. Tune in every Saturday night and let's tackle those home projects together.
For nearly 2,000 severely injured veterans, everyday life has become filled with barriers. So we build specially adapted homes at Homes for Our Troops. And thanks to our donors and supporters, this life-changing gift of freedom is provided mortgage-free to these veterans. But we need you to join us too in completing this important mission. Please visit hfotusa.org and help build homes and rebuild lives.
Your kids could get free or low-cost health coverage from Medicaid or CHIP. Even if you've applied before, they may be eligible now. Kids up to age 19 are covered for checkups, vaccines, dentist visits, hospital care, and more. And if they already have Medicaid or CHIP, remember to renew every year. Visit insurekidsnow.gov or call 877-KIDS-NOW. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Welcome back to the WRMN 10 o'clock news. I'm Dennis Green. It's currently 57 degrees here on October 7th. We're marching up to a high of 68 on this mostly cloudy day. Tomorrow, We get the sunshine back, but we lose a couple of degrees with a high of 64 and a low of 40. Thursday, we also get that sunshine, but of course, fall is here with a high of 66. Friday, the clouds return with a high of 67. Colin Gilbert is now confirmed as the new Arlington Heights trustee. Colin Gilbert, in Arlington Heights attorney known for his involvement in community organizations and businesses, was confirmed and sworn in Monday night as a village trustee. Gilbert was Mayor Tim Tagliana's pick to replace Scott Shirley, who resigned last week to spend more time taking care of his elderly family members and at his full-time job as an engineer. Tiagala swore in Gilbert after an 8-0 confirmation vote of the board before Gilbert took his seat at the dais. The youth baseball coach addressed a number of his players who came to watch the swearing-in ceremony. He told them, "Politicians get a bad rap nowadays, but the people up here are really invested in your future. They're really invested in your town. There are a lot of good things that politicians can do, especially local politicians." Despite having the endorsement of Tina Gala and outgoing Mayor Tom Hayes, Gilbert finished 5th in the 8-candidate race for trustee in April. He was about 1,000 votes behind the next highest vote getter, in which the top 4 finishers earned seats on the board. The 45-year-old attorney, a partner at Rolling Meadows-based Drost, Gilbert, Andrew, and Apicella, said his top priority is to help the 8 other board members fulfill the strategic initiatives they established during a goal-setting session over the summer. Gilbert told the Daily Herald, "I'm not trying to get in and change anything up. I understand that they have their priorities set. This is something that's the train has left the station. So I'm just hoping to be part of the team and be able to contribute to whatever they have going on. I want to try to get caught up and up to speed as fast as I can so I can start contributing in a substantive way." But chief among the board's strategic priorities is the ongoing effort for the transformative, responsible, and one-of-a-kind redevelopment of a sprawling Arlington Park acreage by the Chicago Bears. During the campaign, Gilbert was among the most ardent supporters of the prospective Bears Stadium project. He said, "I'm very pro-Bears. My biggest thing is trying to just get in there and be part of this village board team that's already in place. They seem to have the ball. I just want to run with them." Gilbert, born in Prospect Heights, attended Prospect Heights Elementary District 23 schools and graduated from John Hershey High School in 1998. After attending the University of Illinois, he got his law degree at Chicago Kent College of Law, then moved to Arlington Heights about 20 years ago. He and his wife Lisa operated Tuscan Market and Wine Shop from 2015 to 2021, during which time he was the 2017 board president of the Arlington Heights Chamber of Commerce. Gilbert also served on the village's Special Events Commission and was a board member of the Northwest Suburban Bar Association. He's currently on the board of the Arlington Heights Youth Athletic Association, an organization that oversees football, cheerleading, lacrosse, softball, and baseball, and is the group's director of the travel baseball program. He is also a board member of the Hershey Feeder Youth Sports Organization. Gilbert said, "I want to continue to try to make Arlington Heights a great place to live for everybody. Having grown up here and gone to Hershey, Arlington Heights has always been such an important part of my life. I'm honored to be able to give back to the community." Gilbert will serve the remainder of Shirley's term until May 2027, but says he's planning to run in the April 2027 election for a full 4-year term. You can always read more over at thedailyherald.com. When we come back, we're going to run down a bunch of our quick suburb spotlights. There was an Aurora prostitution sting, and there will be free senior health fairs coming up. And St. Charles is looking for residents to join committees. Stick around. It's 57 degrees out in the Fox River Valley here on WRMN, the talk of the town. We'll be right back.
Children are the greatest joy and our best hope for a better future. Friends, they are the future. But did you know that millions of kids right here in our own backyard are facing hunger every day? Without healthy food, it's harder to grow, to thrive, to feel their best.
The impact when children don't have enough to eat is tremendous because when you're hungry and your basic needs aren't being met, you cannot learn.
Every child deserves to be fed. This is a problem we know how to solve. Food is not just food. It's energy, health, confidence, hope, and even love. Yes, love.
Breakfast in the classroom contributes to kids being more focused, which leads to higher grades, and simply just their well-being.
Learn more about how No Kid Hungry is helping end child hunger in America at helpnokidhungry.org.
If your restaurant's grease is causing problems, don't worry. Hopkins Grease Company is here to help. Since 1947, they've been providing reliable grease recycling, grease trap services, and more for restaurants across the Chicago suburbs. With a full fleet and expert staff, they offer quick professional service. And as a family-run business, they pride themselves on delivering personal service you can trust. Call Hopkins Grease today at 847-458-1010. That's 847-458-1010. Hopkins Grease, the Fox Valley Grease Boys.
For a little lighthearted lawlessness on Sunday afternoons, listen to Handle on the Law from 4 to 7 p.m. Handle on the Law is a unique combination of useful legal advice and outrageous handle remarks. Whether you're talking about Big Brother, big business, big legal problems, or Big Macs, you'll rarely find Bill without an opinion. His rapid-fire commentary gives listeners the information they crave in the way they crave it. It's Handle on the Law, Sunday afternoons from 4 to 7 p.m. right here on WRMN, AM 1410 and 96.7 FM.
Welcome back to WRMN's 10 o'clock news. It is 54 past the hour, and it is 57 degrees outside. Aurora police arrested 6 men last month as part of a prostitution sting. Police officials said the sting took place between 4 p.m. and 9 p.m. September 23rd in the city's downtown after receiving complaints about prostitution activity. An undercover female officer posed as a prostitute. 5 of the men reside in Aurora and 1 is from Dalton, authorities said. They were all cited for solicitation of a sex act. 5 vehicles were towed and impounded as part of the operation, police said. Police did not release the defendants' names, but noted they ranged in age from 43 to 72. St. Charles residents are invited to apply for several open seats on local commissions, a board, and a task force. The city has 8 open seats between 5 commissions, 1 review board, and 1 task force. Of the commissions, there are 2 vacancies on the Historic Preservation Commission and 1 seat on each of the Youth Commission and Visitors Cultural Commission and Housing Commission and Equity and Inclusion Commission. The other 2 vacancies are on the River Dam Joint Task Force and the Building Board of Review. Each of the vacant positions will be appointed by Mayor Clint Hull and approved by City Council. Candidates must be residents. To apply, send a letter of interest and a resume to cao@stcharlesil.gov or by mail to the mayor's office at 2 East Main Street. For more information, visit the city's website at stcharlesil.gov. Illinois Senator Darby Hill, a Republican from Barrington Hills, is hosting senior health fairs this month in Wakanda and Palatine. The first event is from 10 a.m. to noon Wednesday at the Wakanda Township Center, 505 West Bonner Road, Wakanda. The second is the same time, October 22nd, at the Palatine Senior Center at 505 South Quinton Road. The free community events connect seniors with local organizations, healthcare providers, and government agencies offering valuable information and resources. Attendees can participate in free health screenings, explore wellness programs, and learn about services that promote healthy and active living. Vendors will be on hand to discuss various topics. Light refreshments will be provided at both events. Call 224-662-4544 or visit senatordarbyhills.com/events for more information. Thank you for listening to the WRMN 10 o'clock news. I'm Dennis Green. Be sure to stick around for more WRMN programming. Coming up after this is Out to Lunch with Matt McNeil. And don't forget, it's Travel Tuesday right here on WRMN. Find more information at WRMN1410.com. You can always see our full schedule lineup. If you're looking to find something that you missed, that you heard on the station, and you want to watch, head on over to YouTube, youtube.com. You can find WRMN Radio right there. Stick around for more here in the Fox River Valley. This is WRMN.